All right, we're going to do a little experiment today. So we've all heard when you do a split jerk that, some people say 50-50, 50% of your weight on the front foot, 50% of the weight on the back foot. And then usually kind of how Glenn, my old coach, used to explain it, he would say, they say 50-50, in reality it might be 60% and 40%, but you want to make it feel like 50-50 because of this back foot. It just feels like there's more pressure on the back foot than the front foot since you've got that full contact. So what we're going to mess around with today is we got two scales, same brand, same type of scale, and we're just going to get into a split jerk position with our feet on those scales, and we're just going to kind of experiment and see what different positions and how they affect the weight ratios on each of these scales. So to start off, George, let's do a split jerk, and then find your position, and then we'll mark it. Does that look pretty good for you? Actually, just do one. Just go. Just move into it. Yeah, that's a little bit wider. So I'll put that line in front. And that one. Good. Now we'll line these scales up right on that. All right, and then let's just step on the position on the scales and see what the position's like. And these are not the perfect scales for this. All right, your toe's over that one, so move your toe in a little bit so I can actually see the number. Oh, yeah. Nope. Oh my gosh. We gotta throw this scale out. This scale is in pounds. You're not allowed to have pounds in a weightlifting gym. All right, there we go. Kilograms. Doesn't count if it's in pounds. All right, so we're at about 43 and 40. So right here, shins vertical. That looks like a pretty good split position. Put your hands on your hips just so we can kind of standardize that. So we're at 43, 41.8. You're pretty good. That one went error. Good. Let's go ahead and wrap it. I'm gonna try mine now too. I don't think my split jerk is quite as far as yours. Oh, it's pretty much the same. So, that's perfect for our experiment. All right.
So we got 43 in the front, and we got 41 in the back.
Yeah, so a little bit more in the front. So now I'm going to get into kind of a bad position. I'm just going to straighten out the back leg. How do these weights go there?
We got errors on both scales, so that's probably a good sign that we shouldn't do that.
Yeah. I guess that's the bad thing about doing this experiment with these electronic ones is that the air, they don't just keep a constant number up there.
All right, so now we got 51 in the front and 37 in the back.
Yeah, so really just by straightening that back leg, I put a lot more pressure here. So keeping that knee bent will help you just stay a lot more balanced front to back. What are some other common errors if we go in split jerk? I wonder if tight roping would make any difference.
Yeah.
So let's
try it.
tight roping is when your feet kind of come together like this, and you just don't have any balance left to right. So just bring that one over. And kind of put it right in the middle. So still like the same length, but now he's tight roping. Yeah, you're actually having more weight in the back now. Because you're at like 43 here, and you're at 41.8 here. So that's interesting. You're putting more weight in the back leg when you're tight roping. I'm going to even move in a little bit more.
All right, so you're still, you got 46 in the front and then 42 in the back. So you're still pretty heavy on the front end.
Yeah, so, maybe a couple little just odd measurements. Let's try going left foot. Let's see how the balance changes with the opposite leg forward.
You're actually a little more dominant in the back now. So 44 in the back and 43 in the front.
Yeah, so I mean, that might even kind of hint towards maybe a a structural balance type thing. You know,
Mine is.
maybe my hips are just generally putting more weight back on my right side, which is my normal dominant leg back or forward. Yeah, so you're 45.5, 38.7, 39. Yeah. So yours is actually a little bit more even, like left to right. And then mine, I actually put a lot more weight in the back leg.
It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, so we're just kind of messing around with it and seeing how it goes. Maybe we'll throw these up on the jerk recovery and we'll actually put some weight on this.